Main man here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. So, word on the curb is Teddy Atlas has been kicked out of the Loma and Rigo fight. Yo, man, that couldn't be nothing but good news, man. I was actually going to talk about this last night, but I got a little too tired, man. And yo, this is just good news, man, because yo, though we still know that the whole system is against Rigo, this is just one less thing that he has to worry about, and that's some biased person calling this fight. You know, HBO need to take heed on this, man. You know, this is good, man, because Teddy Atlas, man, we all know he is a big Lomachenko fan. I mean, it's well documented in interviews. It's well documented in articles, man. The man is like a Lomachenko, like, you know, he's a fanboy almost in a way, you know what I mean? Because some of the statements that he said, you can't call it nothing but fanboyism, you know what I mean? Because think about this. The man said that when Lomachenko had one fight, after his first fight, before the Orlando Salido fight, Lomachenko was in the top 10 pound for pound. I'm like, what? After one fight? And then he goes on this long rant about his amateur career, you know, all these fights, and he's a 2-time Olympic gold medalist. That's all good, but after one fight, you put him in pound for pound top 10? And then, you know, it made him really look bad because in the very next fight against Orlando Salido is where Lomachenko lost. So, of course, Teddy Atlas had to put his foot in his mouth then, you know what I mean? But, you know, clearly, man, the admiration for Lomachenko is purely from a seemingly fan point of view when it comes to Teddy Atlas. And if you're going to be calling a fight, well, you can't be, you know, that much in love with a fighter. You get me? And I mean, this all pretty much goes back to when Lomachenko first came here and he was shopping around for promoters because, you know, he didn't just initially talk to Top Rank. He went around to everyone and he let everyone know, you know, I'm down to sign for whoever, you know, is going to get me a title fight in like my second, third fight. I'm not here to be fighting all of these bums because I put in all this work in the amateurs, according to Teddy Atlas. And during this time, they stopped by Teddy Atlas's house, sat down, had conversations with him. I don't know if they talked about him training Loma or anything like that, but this is according to Teddy Atlas. And ever since then, Teddy just been like super giddy when it comes to Lomachenko. He calls him the Tiger Woods of boxing. Given the relationship that Loma has with his father and how his father brought him up to be squarely a fighter, you know what I mean? So I hope people don't take that out of context in a racial way. But no, man, like, but it's just way too biased. Then he turns around and he says that Lomachenko is number 1 pound for pound. Like, no, man, like Terrence Crawford and all of these other fighters who've been putting in work, man. I mean, I like Loma, man. I think Loma is very, very sharp, and he is a good, gifted fighter. But, yo, for the statements that Atlas put out there, man, it's just way too far, man. And you call fights. So, you know, Atlas has been nothing lately but a top-ranked stooge anyway. Ever since Top Rank made the merger with ESPN, man, Atlas has been nothing more than a top-ranked stooge, man. You know, he made Timothy Bradley look bad in that last fight with Manny Pacquiao, worse than he did in the previous two. I mean, come on, man. Like, and then on top of that, all that stuff back in the past, he used to say bad about Manny Pacquiao, accusing him of being a steroid user. All of these statements that Teddy Atlas will come out of his mouth about Manny Pacquiao, and then turns around after the Jeff Horn fight. Oh, Manny Pacquiao was robbed. Manny Pacquiao was robbed. Man, that was nothing more than an attempt to cover up all the crap that he said about Manny Pacquiao in the past, man. So, you know, Teddy Atlas is, man, he's known for putting his foot in his mouth at times sometimes. But, you know, lately he's been nothing more than seemingly a top-ranked stooge. Bob Arum is the greatest, smartest man in boxing, smartest promoter ever and possibly in boxing. These are the words of Teddy Atlas, man. And it's just like, yo, he's a kiss ass, man. But ESPN is not firing him or nothing like that. They just sit him down for this particular show. And the funny thing is that they're not saying that this is the reason that they're doing it. They're not saying because, oh, Teddy Atlas is biased, this is the reason we're sitting him down for this fight. No, they're saying that because he got into an argument with Mark Kragel. Oh, this is the reason why we're taking him off the air, because of an argument that he's had with Mark Kragel. Do you know how many spirited debates or arguments that Teddy Atlas has been involved in? He's a spirited dude, man. So, come on, that's a crappy excuse, man. I'm not buying that one bit. I think they were afraid of the fans' backlash because the biasness of Teddy Atlas. And if this fight would have went down, he'd have been calling this fight super biasly. Oh, did you see that shot by Lomachenko? Nothing ain't even freaking land, Teddy. What are you talking about? No, it did land. You got to look. Oh, there's another one. He's not even swinging right now, Teddy. What are you talking about? That's how the fight would be getting called. You know what I mean? So it's good that the ESPN made this decision, even though they're saying it for another reason. Us fans, we know the real reason why they sitting his ass down for this fight, in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen. So whatever. So to the next video, Main Man Made Man. Don't forget to subscribe. Twitter, Made Man 511. Facebook, Main Man Made Man. Boxing Forum, Google Plus, Main Man Made Man. Prediction vid is coming up, ladies and gentlemen. I will break down the styles of each fighter and then give my opinionated prediction of whom I think will win this fight. So be on the lookout for that vid, man. Real talk. So to the next video. Peace out.